Hey Josh, what was that book you were referencing Sunday? I think it was Relentless, maybe by Tim Grover. Was that it?
Um, yeah, it was Relentless, Tim Grover.
When did you first read that book, and how have you sort of used it as inspiration? You're talking about how Trayvon was a cleaner on Sunday. Just curious on how you even got to get going with that.
I mean, I haven't read the book. I've been listening to the audiobook for about 2 years now, and Evan Ingram is another guy that, that I've experienced these moments with, and then having Trayvon be introduced to it, and him learning some things from that book, and it's a give and take. It's a give and take in the book. There's a lot of things that you think are necessary, a lot of things that are, I could take something from it. So, I'm not saying it'll help everybody, but for what you're looking for, you can definitely get something out of it.
And how have you seen Trayvon sort of maybe embody what you were talking about Sunday and just his growth from since he got here?
I mean, it was really just that one play, I mean, we just line up and play ball at the end of the day once Sunday does come. But it was just like at that last series, when he mentioned it to me, he told me that this is how he's been feeling all game. And so, not knowing that he was actually reading the book or listening to the audiobook or whatever, just knowing at that moment, he just mentioned it to me. And, I just thought it was, really cool.
Appreciate you.
Hey Josh, thanks for doing this. This is gonna be, I think, your sixth trip, over to London. Just how much different does it feel now, and how much more comfortable is everything compared to maybe your first time over there in 2019?
Um, I mean, it's definitely, I don't know. I don't think you can ever get used to the travel, but once you get there, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we got a game to win, um, and that's really our main focus. We just have that extra week, excuse me, after that to get adjusted back to, official timing out there, and so week two is probably more of a bigger change for us, but we like it, and we do good out there.
Being out there for, 2 weeks last year, just how much does that go to like building the chemistry and just being around the team for like that amount of time?
I mean, at the one hotel we stayed at, heck, there ain't nothing else to do, you know. So I think that kind of, it doesn't force people to be together, but it just allows us to find opportunities to connect with others, and just get to know more people outside of here. So, like, I know, as you guys know, in the locker room we've mixed it up a little bit. So guys are, not really blocked off in their groups now. So that allows us to get to know, the person next to us. And so moving over there seems going to be another, we get to know these guys a little bit more. So I probably get to hang out with some people, to be sitting down there chilling majority of the time, and somebody probably be doing the same thing. And we just start a conversation, and get to know what everybody's about.
Appreciate it, Josh.
All right, go ahead, Mia, and then D-Rock.
Okay, another pseudo non-football question, Josh. I'm sure the answer is yes, but although you certainly do have a day job you're also focused on,
Um,
how much have you been following the WNBA playoffs?
I mean, okay.
Do you know that your sister's in the final?
Yes, I
Yes.
know that.
Okay.
I know that. Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. I know that. And I know they're about to win the championship.
There we go. Awesome.
It's crazy.
I was wondering if you were following it at all. Obviously,
Yeah.
no, you certainly have a lot going on. For you guys, when it comes to going over to London, the Thursday night versus, I'm sure you've talked to other teams. I know you've only ever done it where you guys leave with this shorter window, but what have you heard maybe from guys around the league, if any at all, that they leave earlier versus doing it the way the Jags do it?
I mean, I think people trying to figure out what we try to do more so than what we, try to find everybody else to do. We've been going on there for 6 years. So what advice is somebody going to give us about traveling? And then, with Doug's a routine guy. He does it, he's been doing this for the past couple of years now. So, his timing isn't going to change much of any, um, other than this, hurricane that's happening. But regardless of that, man, we're just gonna go down there. Whenever we leave, and we play ball and we get ready to go.
All right, now the football question. Their offense, how have you seen them grow from the first 3 games on tape? They gave up 14 sacks to the last 2 where they've only given up 4.
I mean, quick game and screens. They gave the balls. They gave the balls to their playmakers. They got a good receiving core. Good offensive line as well. Solid offensive line, and quarterback who's young but who can make every throw. So we got to give credit what credit's due. DeAndre Swift is a good running back. I still remember days of him back in Georgia. So I got to give my get back. But he's a good running back. And they do a good job with scheming the defenses up. So at the end of the day, it's really not about them, it's about us, and making sure that we're where we're supposed to be each and every play, and just to be able to play fast always. And I'm really most excited about that. I'm excited to get back out there and another opportunity to go out there and dominate.
Does it feel like this team is where it's supposed to be after Sunday? I know obviously this 4th quarter probably gave you guys a lot of stuff to work on, but independent of that, did it feel like Sunday was a step in the right direction?
Definitely. I'm not gonna say we were searching for week 1. I mean, win 1, but just waiting for that moment to come so we can, have this positive fuel in the locker room, in the whole building as a whole, and hopefully it can keep carrying on. Again, even with this hurricane coming, I think we still have a great plan of, executing what we need to get done. And I don't think this is a big distraction for all. I think we all know that it is what it is with the hurricane, and don't let that affect what we have going on. And I think a lot of guys are really honing into that. And so I can't wait to go out there Friday in London and do what we need to do, and just, get ready for Sunday then.
Hey, Josh, as pass rushers is there anything to facing a rookie quarterback? We in the media seem to make a big deal about rookie quarterbacks, but is there anything different for you or for pass rushers in dealing with that?
I mean, you'd like to play against rookie quarterbacks. You like to play against them. They want to, what I'm saying? I think a lot of them want to make the plays, make the big plays, when those numbers gets called, so they tend to hold on to the ball a little bit more. And I know with this quarterback, he does a really good job on, getting away from sacks. So that gives us more opportunities to rush the ball, because I believe he has all the confidence in the world that can't nobody sack him. Obviously, the first 2 weeks they gave him 14 or whatever, first 3 weeks. I don't know what you said right then, but even still in the tape, he tries to do, he does his best on avoiding sacks. So, we can keep our rush lanes and, rush more physical up front. Man, I think we'll have, and plus on the edges, we just win our one-on-ones. If we can do those and affect him to make him step up and make him retreat and just, really go chase stuff down, give our DBs, I know our DBs probably gonna have to plaster a little bit longer, but if we can keep him in that pocket and hold him in there, man, we'll have a lot of success this week.
All right, we have time for 2 more. We're gonna go to Gene and then end with Alessandra.
Hey, Josh, what do you make of it's only a 5-game sample size. I realize that. What do you make of the inconsistency with the defense so far? You had 2 really good games. You had another really bad. You had a bad game, obviously, at Buffalo. Not a very good first half against Houston. Better second half, and same thing with Indianapolis. Pretty good opening 40 minutes. Bad last 20 minutes. Is this about communication? Is this about maybe missing some guys that would really help out on defense? What do you make of how inconsistent the defense has been so far?
I think just players need to play. We need to make our plays, and just, start faster. If we can be able to do that, man, we'll be right where we need to be.
How bothersome is it for you that the last 4 games you guys have given up a touchdown on the opening drive?
I mean, we got to start fast. Can't allow that.
Thanks.
Hi, Josh. So obviously, you know, Tyson Campbell's 21-day open. So to get him back, just what is the versatility that he brings and just the uniqueness, especially as a leader, but also just to what he does for the defense?
I mean, he's a corner that, you know, that when he's in his zone, like you don't want to bother on his side. So that locks down one side of the field, and you know, Buster or Darby, you know, has done a good job so far, I guess, on just doing what they're supposed to do. So having Tyson back and having Savage back brings a lot of versatility, a lot of more age, a lot more experience in the back end. And so, you know, with them, I think it just allows more confidence, you know, throughout everybody else just to play free and just, oh, Tyson's back. You know what I mean? So just to have your starters back out there, you know, means a lot. Even when Foye gets back, it's, you know, it's just going to feel a little bit different. And because we haven't had our full defensive, you know, roster since Miami. So just to be able to get everybody back at one time, man, it's going to be special. And, you know, hopefully, you know, Tyson can stay healthy, because when he's healthy, man, he's a heck of a player, and I can't wait to play with him again.
All right. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.